Hey everybody. I know a bunch of channels are covering this, but I despise this guy, so I had to talk about it. Let's start saying hello. Hello, Doofy. Hello, Mass Troll Report. And Connie, be good. Otherwise, you'll be timed out. Hello, Wrestle Gal, I guess it is. Brian, my buddy, my coffee buddy. Holly, Skywalker OG, Irvin, Chuck, Pronon 1990, Tigger's dad. Hey, you're stealing my joke. I'm just kidding. How was everybody today? Okay, fine. I'll be nice and call you Rebel. Rebel, please behave. Hello, Glitterbug. This is a guy. He's a sovereign citizen, and he really hates the cops. He's been arrested a bunch of times, and he claims that every time that he was put in handcuffs, they were torturing him and hurting him. So he renamed them to torture cuffs. And he hates all police. And when I say all, I mean all. He doesn't believe that there's any good cops out there, which is bullshit. We know there are good cops out there, and of course there are bad cops out there. It's just the way it goes. And he went to Ohio, Ironton, Ohio, to help this woman out who contacted him about some police abuse. And there the grift began. So he's been going around saying, "Oh, I want to hear your story. I want to hear your story," and just puts out one side of it. He doesn't care for those people at all, as I'm sure most know. He's there to fuel his hatred of cops. Hey, Amanda. And yes, Amanda, you are nice. Gotcha. Where was I? I'm missing chat here. There's no proof that he was tortured. Could it have been that the cuffs were too tight? Absolutely. Because there are cops that could be dicks about it and make it too tight. One second. The Delete Laws clown has a film production background, and he's jumping on the order bandwagon. He's also a sovereign citizen, and he has the sovereign citizen script down. Hold on 1 second. I forgot where I was. Oh, so yeah. So he's been listening to stories, what people say, people that have gotten arrested for things, and they're just looking for revenge, basically, on the police. He listens to this story and then starts spinning it to make it worse than it actually is. There's so many holes in the story, it's not even funny. My big problem came when he actually talked a woman there, the woman that originally contacted him, into signing over power of attorney to him, to a stranger, so he could file lawsuits on her behalf. Well, thank you. I see BM Catcher for the $10. Everyone should have a cuffs key on them at all times. Okay. Thanks again. Yes, he was arrested for not leaving. I'll be playing the part of his stream that shows the arrest. And you should have seen his chat because he was live when he got arrested. His chat went berserk. Everyone's saying, call Ironton PD. This is unlawful, blah, blah, blah. And they were just crying. That brings me to a point, though. To my mods, if you see any of the auditors coming in here saying bootlicker, don't time them out. If they're extremely rude and really disrespectful to people, then go ahead and time them out. Let's not just time them out for saying bootlicker, because it's really the only defense that they have. I feel like I got my Christmas goose early. He's also invited other auditors to come there, and two of them, one who I think it's just one of them I covered. It was Frickin' Media, and also Michigan Crusader something. I don't even know. And I'm sure there'll be more coming, especially now. What'd you watch in awkward silence, Amanda? You'll be seeing it. I mean, he shuts the camera off, but you could hear the cuffs going on, Rose. And I'll be playing that. I'll be playing a little more than that. This is where he got, started to get really mad. Why are you watching in awkward silence, though? I don't understand. Oh, that my live or the delete lawz live? Okay, let's go ahead and watch this. Hopefully I hit the audio sound. I believe I did. Tell me if you guys could hear it.
Appreciate you guys. Jeremy and Shauna, I love you guys. Thank you so much. You guys paid my car note in December. I didn't have time, didn't have any money. And, when I talk about the emotional times I've had, just so you know, when Jeremy and Shauna paid my car note in December, we sat on the phone and cried. Yeah. We sure did. We sure did, didn't we? And then when I got back on my feet, you know what I did? I sent Jeremy and Shauna a sweatshirt, a t-shirt, and a trifold, because as soon as I got back on my feet, I wanted to give back to those people who had given to me. So I sent them sweatshirts.
Okay, Frank, I'll bite. What is he doing good for that town?
So, but just so you know, in December, that was a pretty intense conversation, because Jeremy actually figured it out. He said, "Man, well, if they've cut you off financially, and you have no outreach to anybody."
Hello, Minister Arthur.
Jeremy got me on the phone and said, "You don't have any money, do you?" I said, "No." He said, "How are you going to pay your car note?" I said, "I don't know." And then 10 registered from anyone to 3 to 8. Okay, tell them to come down. Text her. Tell them to come down to the city center. And Jeremy got me on the phone and said, "Chili, we know you don't have your car note. We know you don't."
Frank, he's a grifter.
Cash at me my car note. So you want to talk about humbling? You want to talk about going from 300,000 subscribers on TikTok and support.
I almost missed this. Thank you, Billy Sanders, for being a member for 13 months. You rock, dude.
And people who believed in you, to a mob calling you racist. And I experienced cancel culture in the biggest way you've ever experienced, where people were telling me they're going to come kill me. People are telling me that my life's in danger, that I'm going to die. I had to hide my location. My mom told someone my location, and I went off on my mom because there were so many death threats, It was death threat after death threat after death threat after death threat, right? So scary for me as a person, because just so you know, thank you, I appreciate you guys. Just so you know, anytime there's, just so you know, if 10 people, just 10 people, right now start texting you and telling you that you're in danger, we're going to hurt you, you're a piece of garbage, just 10 people, it rocks you, right? Now imagine 10,000.
Hello, Sybil Marie.
10,000 people.
Or Sybil,
never seen a video you've made, who have never spoken to you, who've never communicated with you. They heard from Talib Kweli that I'm racist, and so they began to call me a racist and tell me these horrifically bad things about me. They've never seen anything I produced. They never watched a single lecture I taught, not one, ever. And all of a sudden there was 10,000 people telling me, I have screenshots of everything because I'm suing those people. You're not allowed to do that. Not allowed to do that. It caused me so much strife. It caused me so much difficulty in my heart. How you doing, sir? Is this men's bathroom? That is.
Minister Arthur, yes, I have. And I've actually talked to him. He seems like a pretty nice guy.
Yes, dear. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you. Appreciate it. And you know, but the point is you know, the metamorphosis that truly changed me. There was a time, there was a day, it was a night, it was a night. I was in the drive-through at In-N-Out Burger, and Breonna Taylor had just been no-knock raided and murdered. No-knock.
I believe he's Irish.
When I'm governor, no more raiding people's homes. Done. No more raiding people's businesses. That's done. We're going to do a siege.
Oh yeah, that's one thing I forgot. So supposedly he's going to run for governor or mayor of California. He has no shot at all. It's actually pretty laughable.
We're going to use cameras. Thank you. Appreciate you guys. And so what happened, here's the metamorphosis for me. Here's when everything switched. Breonna Taylor was murdered May 25th, 2020. That's the day she was murdered. And I'm sorry, is it May 13th? And George Floyd was killed April 13th? May 13th or May 25th, because George Floyd was murdered. That was in May, and then, anyway, so here's what happened.
Really?
Thank you. Yeah. And then what happened was, the night that Breonna was murdered, like a couple days later, maybe 2-3 days later at the most, my sister called me, and she said, Jose, how are you feeling? And I said, what do you mean? And she said, Breonna Taylor was just no-knock raided and murdered. How are you feeling? And I told my sister, I mean, it's terrible, it's horrible. I feel terrible for her. And my sister said, Jose, you were no-knock raided twice. You lived. How do you feel? And I said to my sister, I was no-knock raided. My brain had blocked it out. My brain had deleted the memory. It was gone. Me being no-knock raided 18 years, 19 years later, it was gone. It didn't exist. It was not in my head. And my sister said, let's talk about it. And we started to walk down the road of my no-knock raid. The lasers in my eyes, the 10 guys in SWAT gear. We started to walk down.
No, internet god, don't hate to correct me. No, I actually like to put out correct information. So he's running for government of Ohio? No comment. Hey, Hornet.
On the road. And let me tell you something. I'm not going to go any further. By the end of the conversation, I was sobbing in my car, my burger, my fries, everything had melted right there in the seat next to me. And at that time, right there, at that very exact moment, that night, sitting next to my sister on the phone, I said to my sister, I'm going to change this. A day of reckoning had hit me. And I said, I'm going to change it. I swear to you, Anna, I'm going to change this. I swear to you, I'm going to change it. And I was sobbing, tears, my whole shirt
Listen
was
to
a
his
mess.
delusions.
I was snotting boogers because I was crying, sobbing, walking through the no-knock raid. And that was the day that I decided that I would dedicate the rest of my life to overturning Terry versus Ohio. That was the night. That was the exact moment.
Not going to
changed
happen.
everything. When I said, I will let my truth be told, I will tell everything about myself, I will not hide anything, I will not lie about anything, I'll just tell the truth about me. And then the people will come when they know the truth. And so I've done that ever since. And I haven't stopped. I haven't altered, I haven't changed in any way, shape, or form. I've not altered a single thing about myself other than the truth. You hear me sometimes, I'll talk and I'll go, oh, no, wait. It wasn't a dozen times, it was just 5 times, right? You hear me correct myself all the time because we're so used to lying. You're so used to lying. You're so used to lying. It's okay to lie, just a little bit, right? How'd it go? It came out great. All right. You're so used to being able to lie. The only place that I still lie, and I still lie, here's where I still lie. I'm on my way. I'm in my car. I'm coming out the door. I still lie. I'm trying to get better about it, but we all tell these little tiny lies, and it becomes okay to lie. It's not. The truth. You have to tell the truth. So that was the time I changed. That night. That's the day you met me. That's the day I became reborn. Well, there was that 2018 experience I'm not going to get into here, but just so you know, we need 100 people. I need 100 people right here. We need 100 people in this city center right here. Yeah. Thank you guys for the super chats. God bless you. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot. I'm gonna eventually get these teeth fixed. I've been my buddy Matt's got a guy over in Dallas Thanks, Curtis. Hey, Curtis from Alaska. What's up, brother? My hometown friends are watching now. Do you know that? My hometown friends in Alaska are watching now. I'm getting messages now from hometown friends back in AK. Love you guys, man. Love everybody back in Alaska. It has been such a journey, hasn't it? Haven't we taken a journey together? Didn't we start off in elementary school and grow up together? So this would be my 30th year anniversary of being done with high school. This is my 30th year anniversary of graduating from high school. And there was nothing real big that a few people got together for their 30th high school reunion. I didn't participate in anything. I've been just locked in doing what I'm doing. But haven't we been down a journey together? It's been so beautiful to watch my classmates from Alaska. Dan Banyan, Dan, aren't you up here in Ohio? Dan Banyan. Wow.
I think they should have a dental school.
Dan and I go back.
Hello, my two bagels.
Dan, when were you in LA? I can't remember exactly, but we go back quite a ways, and we've been down the road and talked for a long time. We've talked for a long time. This is going to be I'm coming right back. I'm going to set up my residency here, because this is the corrupt town. Thank you. This is the corruption. This is where the cesspool is. So all you cops talking about me on Facebook, welcome me home, boys. Welcome me home. Thanks for letting me come right here to root out this corruption with this camera. Thank you so much.
Hey, Bubby, you don't know what time the clerk's up there is tonight.
I think they close at 4, I guess. I guess you're going to 4 o'clock.
I was gonna pay.
Well, listen, if you don't pay that tip, you go to the dungeon.
That's the last place stopped here.
Have you heard about the dungeon?
I've heard it.
For those that don't know, when he refers to the dungeon, he means jail. Just another word like torture cuffs. He goes with they kidnap you and throw you in a dungeon. It's all stupid. This guy just lives for clout, and it's obvious.
Ticket around here, you go to prison.
I just want to make sure that I get paid.
Make sure you pay. Because around here, you will turn around, squat, and cough.
It's just a female kick.
Oh, but that doesn't matter. They'll take you to the dungeon, brother.
Yes. I'm terrible about the fucking court call.
They'll take you to the dungeon.
Oh, really? If that female finds for a driver, only $10 fine. That's court call. And court call, people, they get under this court.
You gotta pay the court costs, and you gotta pay, then you gotta bond out, they'll probably impound your car so they can steal it, put it on the Ironbite auction. If they arrest you in your car, then they impound your car right away. $50 or $75 day fee. You've been arrested before? They put the torture cuffs on you?
Yes, he's the one that
Do you remember how,
quote unquote debated him.
but when the cuffs first went on?
Take
do you
care,
remember
Irvin.
paying-
Thanks for coming by.
They was actually loose.
Oh, they was loose?
I got lucky.
There was a guy yesterday I watched on Lackluster's channel where they put the cuffs on loose. They put cuffs on loose because they didn't want to hurt him. It was a welfare check. And thank you. And then what happened from that welfare check? It turns into let's tase him. By the way,
Thank you, Judy, for the $5. I'm late, have to catch up. Yeah, well, I'll go back over some of it after this is over, but you should be able to keep up. He's pretty self-explanatory. He's a grifter.
wait, Lackluster, I couldn't get through the whole video, bro. I was sick to my stomach. When I comment, when you guys comment, I put a timestamp every time I comment. So, oh, I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Cheers. 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 A new day has come. A new day has come. Change has arrived.
New sheriff in town. Walk tall, carry a big camera.
Walk tall and carry a big camera. What they used to say, walk tall and carry a big stick. Guess what? Those days are done.
Oh, wouldn't that be great,
We're not
Phil?
gonna fight. We're not going to fight anymore.
Like you, that's your crowd.
The only thing that sucks, man, I guess there's so many people watching, you know. The only thing that sucks is, you know, typically when I drink coffee, I take out my fake teeth so that I don't stain my fake teeth because this little apparatus right here is like $100. And, you know what I mean? And I got to go back to Arizona to get my apparatus fixed again, so I don't want to.
No, please don't come to Arizona.
She's playing music so that I can't be right here, but when the people get here, that's going to change. When the people arrive here, down here, it's going to change. That's what's going to happen. See, she can do whatever she wants right now, but when we have 100 people assembled, that's going to change.
It's cute how he thinks that he's going to be the change. He's going to make all this change.
They're doing everything they can down there at that defense lawyer's office. Whoever that defense lawyer is down there. What an embarrassment, man. What an embarrassment. Really, you're an embarrassment to
Hey, Judy, it doesn't matter what level you join. I appreciate everyone the same. Yeah, there's some perks in the higher ones, but hey, every single member, $1, $5, or $10 is awesome to me, and the prices won't change. I don't know. I wouldn't feel comfortable raising the prices.
transparency. You're an embarrassment to justice. You're an embarrassment. Your parents should be ashamed of you, you know, trying to shut down the transparency of what people see. For 5 minutes and let it cool. I typically just chug my coffee. I don't like the taste of it. I don't love it, but I do love the feeling I get from the coffee. That's for damn sure. So there it is. I'm just waiting for 100 people. I'm waiting for 100 people down here to come down to the city center and assemble peacefully. I got coffee. Thank you so much. I do got the coffee. Thank you guys for your support. I really, really appreciate it. You know, it is what it is. It is what it is. And by the way, you know, I've been thinking about this for a long time, right? I thought about where am I going to move? Because I'm so sick of the government in California with the mandates. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Democrat. I have not been a Democrat since 2008, since Barack Obama broke all of our hearts and showed that he didn't deserve the Nobel Peace Prize. He deserved a dungeon. Barack Obama droned to death 1 million people. 1 million human beings he murdered. In the name of Homeland Security. You know, those guys in the pickup trucks over there with the guns in the back can't get here, bro. So anyway, I have not voted for Democrat or Republican since 2008. I have voted straight independent down the line. And then when they tried to force feed that you have to vote for women, I didn't vote for women. I only voted for independent men. And then I voted for a woman for president in 2020. I voted for the libertarian female candidate. I don't like to be force-fed anything. No American does. No American wants to be force-fed what they're going to do, what they're going to say, how they're going to say it. And, you know, by the way, I now say blacks instead of black people. And the reason why, here's the reason why, a lot of black people got mad at me when I said blacks. Throughout the history books, you read blacks. I don't say that anymore because you don't say Mexican people or Asian people. You say Asians. You say Mexicans. You say blacks or African Americans. But I'm not going to be forced verbiage into my mouth. I'll say any words I want, including you, if you make me say that to you. So I'm going to say what I want. I'm not going to have thought police tell me what I. Now,
Hello,
I put
El
my pronouns up,
Vato Loco.
he, him, because I have trans people in my family, and I want to hold space for them to have the pronouns they want. I don't think it's the right solution, but I'm doing it just out of support for my family. We're going to figure out a solution for new trans sports, trans women's sports, trans men's sports. There's like 5 million trans people in America. Sooner or later, we're not going to throw them in a garbage disposal. We got to figure out what to do, which means we need 2 new sports divisions because I don't want trans women competing against biological women. I don't want that. I'm just laying out my positions here so that people can decide if they want to support this mission or not, because I'm running for governor. The campaign began. Sam, your job's first. Your job's first, Sam. I get coming for your job first, Sammy. Come on in, people. You're welcome to come on in. Lots of people circling.
Does anyone actually think that he has
Lots of
a
people circling.
chance in hell of becoming mayor or governor?
come on down. We need 100 people here. We need 100 people in this lobby right here so we can peacefully assemble, peacefully protest.
Peacefully, right.
They cannot arrest us if we are peaceful. You're not on camera. You're not on camera, no. No. Just audio.
I don't need to.
Well, no one can understand what you're saying. You tell me what you're saying.
There's something happening to our family. When you get to all this, it's big.
Well, why don't you come on in?
I can't right now. I can.
Watch
Come
how
on in, come on in the back,
he'll make
I'll shut the
this if she tells the
Come on in, I'll
story.
shut the door and I'll lock it.
Watch how
Come in.
he
Just walk
makes
in
it
here.
sound
Anybody in
worse.
here? No one's in here. Come on in. I'm gonna shut the door. I'm gonna put my foot in front of this door here so no one can come in. I'm gonna put my microphone in so people can hear what you're saying. Okay.
We can't.
Why can't you? Just whisper so they can.
She sounds scared.
Right here and talk in this microphone so people can know that. Wait, you're not a drug addict though. You guys look totally clean cut. You Republicans?
No.
You're Democrats?
I think he is. I don't know.
He's a Republican?
I will vote for the person I think is best.
You vote for the person you think is best?
I mean, I basically do. I'm a registered Democrat.
You're a registered Democrat?
I lean more toward the Dems.
You lean more toward the Dems? But you guys are way clean cut. You're not addicted to meth?
I'm a teacher.
Okay, well, come on over. Just tell me your story. Just talk right here. No one can understand you.
Everybody in town knows it, but there's been something really done wrong.
What's been done wrong?
Our son was assaulted.
First, his life was threatened.
His life was threatened.
He was assaulted.
Who threatened his life and who assaulted
I
him?
can't say until we can make sure we can say the person's name.
You don't have to say their name, but who, your son was assaulted by a police officer?
No.
By a
The,
different
the,
person?
the police actually handled it well for us.
Okay.
The police did their part, was higher ups
It's higher ups?
Yes.
Who higher up?
that didn't want to.
Judges?
They didn't
Prosecutor?
want to prosecute it.
Is it Anderson? Yes, it's Anderson. So Anderson didn't prosecute your son's assault?
No.
Why?
He kept saying he would send it to another,
See, this is what happened. This is what happens when he doesn't get the results that he wants to hear.
There's 1,400 people here right now, and that's only going to spread. That Anderson did not prosecute the clear.
He turned it over to them.
He turned it over? Are you guys? Okay, let me finish this real quick.
Grifter.
It was turned over to another prosecutor.
Another county.
Fraud.
And did they
And
prosecute?
did not prosecute them, and they told us
Scammer.
they weren't going to prosecute.
Why weren't they going to prosecute an assault?
They couldn't win the case, and they got tired of Ironton dumping over.
Got tired of Ironton dumps their problems over another county?
That's what he said.
people told us that this guy didn't even do felony cases.
So the prosecutor here told you
No,
that he was,
he did give it up to.
right, so, but he gave up your case in the jurisdiction here.
Because there were some connections with the case and he didn't want involved, so we sort of understood that right from the beginning.
But that's it. Okay, I understand that, but you understand, there's something called jurisdiction. It's a very big deal.
Nope.
Huge.
That argument has been, excuse me, that argument has been
Why is he
debunked.
upset with you? Because he's a victim, because he's scared. It's horrible. You got, so what's the word you're looking for?
It's been almost 6 months.
What do you want done? You want one? Justice.
I
Justice.
don't have to say, I know the word.
You want justice.
See how he's coaching them too?
People behind it pushing it that wanted it stopped.
Lewis, what are you talking about?
There's someone behind the scenes in
Yeah.
government at higher levels that's stopping the prosecution of an assault.
Maybe not higher levels, but
Well, higher than this level.
higher than.
We're
ours.
regular
Higher-
citizens.
Right.
We don't
yes.
have any
Oh,
power.
yes, higher than
We
us.
live under the social contract, meaning we respect the rule of law because they're supposed to protect us, offer us food, shelter.
Lewis,
and warmth.
please don't
We
spam.
can't provide those things, and we agree to live by laws
There's
under,
photographs of his injuries, he had to have surgery.
he had to have surgery.
Yeah.
So he was majorly assaulted.
Yes.
Wow.
After his life was threatened in August.
And yeah, it was threatened. He went to the sheriff before that
Wow.
and filed it. And he didn't file. The sheriff deputy called and warned this guy not to.
It's pretty sad that you have to.
He gets
dispatch
arrested, but you don't
and
see
can't
it on
just call them
screen
out.
because
That's pretty sad.
Well,
Oh, don't.
I guess he blocked the lens, but you
You're
do
gonna make me
hear
cry.
the
Super
handcuffs
emotional
going
right now,
on
so
and
please
him
don't make me cry.
whining about
It's
it.
not gonna watch.
when you leave town,
I'm not leaving.
they don't treat people.
I'm moving here.
They don't treat people
I'm packing up. I'm moving right here.
like.
I'm moving from California. I'm changing my residency to Ohio.
Oh.
Terry versus Ohio is here. I'm getting rid of it here. Oh, honey.
My condolences to any of
Honey,
my
Kim,
subscribers
I'm
that are in
gonna make you cry.
Ohio. I feel for you now.
Because he's trying to get something else going. We don't really want to say this. I don't want to say it on camera.
You're not on camera. They can just hear your voice.
Can we just just end it for now.
Yeah, whatever you want. I don't want to re-victimize you here. You want to call me? Do you have
He
my
doesn't
number?
want to re-victimize
Terry's gonna give you my
them
number.
while
Okay,
he's
I'm gonna hide the camera
victimizing
so no one
them.
can see who you guys are. Come on out. Come on out. Terry, can you get their number for me, please? And I'm gonna get their number, and I'm gonna give them a call back.
Yes, who's the maintenance guy?
I'll speak to the maintenance guy too. I know it's bad. She just said it's bad. Okay, no problem.
We have a policy here.
Mhm.
If you want to rent the building, it has to be approved.
By Sam?
Well, yeah.
Well, we're not leaving.
It's 24 hours.
Okay.
Okay, you have to have 24 hours notice.
Okay.
All right.
Well, we're gonna stay. So
Well, at 5 o'clock, you're going to be asked to leave.
I'm not gonna leave.
That's what time the building
Well,
closes.
but we're gonna stay right here. This is a city.
Honestly,
building.
I believe he
That's
does
why
have a
we-
history of
we
mental
gave an
illness.
application. Sam can
Okay.
sign the application.
That's fine.
I mean, I'm not
It's
diagnosing
gotta be
him,
24
but
hours notice
no,
to
that's
you.
my
We're
opinion.
not gonna do the 24-hour
At
notice.
5 o'clock.
We're conscientiously objecting. If the police want to come here and arrest me, they're welcome to do so.
Okay.
I'll get
pass
to
that
see
along.
the dungeon straight up for myself.
All right. Thank you for your time.
But just so you know. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Good to see you. I'm glad you came. You walked all the way here, huh? Need 100 people here. What time is it now? 4:14. So we have 45 minutes. We have 45 minutes before 5 o'clock. Hey, Sam Cramblett. Sam, we filled out an application. We'd like to rent this space right here. We'd like to rent the space, Sam. We'd like to rent this space, Sam.
Can't rent it from jail.
We'd like to rent the space here, Sammy. That's what we'd like to do. So I'd like to rent the space, Sam. We're trying to rent this space so that we can have an assembly here, so that we can petition and learn our constitutional rights. And that's what's going on. So cops are welcome to come. You're welcome to come. But we're not going to be bullied when this is a city building. And what I have to do is get permission from Sam Cramblett, who keeps ducking, won't call back. Good to see you, my brother. Good to see you.
Something needs to be done about it.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Sybil, he does want to get arrested.
Hey, we're just peacefully assembling here. That's all we're doing. South Carolina versus Edwards, 1963. We have the right to protest, and we have the right to assemble, and we have the right to petition. And if they want to arrest me, they're welcome to do so. But I'll get to see the dungeon then. I'll get to see it myself. So if you guys are coming down to arrest me, you better clean that dungeon up. You better clean the dungeon up, boys. Because in my lawsuit that you violated my constitutional rights, I will give a full testimony of your dungeon.
Jail is not the Holiday Inn. That's what these idiots don't realize. It's not made for your comfort. It's not Burger King. You don't get things your way.
Yeah, so far, notice what they've done. For you to have a gun, you got to go get permission. For you to protest, you have to go get permit. For you to march, you have to go check in with your government. For you to get free of cruel and unusual punishment, the Eighth Amendment, they'll put you in shackles, torture cuffs. But then the torture cuffs that they put on you, right? Then they'll ask you questions. Your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent, what will happen is you will break that Fifth Amendment right, and you will talk under torture cuffs. Under torture cuffs. That's what will happen. That's what happened. It's happened to me.
Citation needed.
Where are you going? I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to invoke my Fifth Amendment right. Put me in torture cuffs for 15 minutes. Man, I'm just going to my girlfriend's house, dude. Let me out these torture cuffs. Let me out these torture cuffs.
And for some
Meanwhile,
of you,
though-
I don't know if all of you know Blue Bacon. He's a good guy. He actually spent a stream, I think, was it about an hour, where he was had his arms cuffed behind his back the whole time. And he wasn't whining at all. And this guy whines about it just, I don't know. This guy just really infuriates me.
If the cops come, more than willing to go with you, boys. You don't need to put torture cuffs on me, and you're not looking up my ass. That's not going to happen. Unless you're ready to kill me, you're not looking up my ass. It's not happening. It will not happen. You take me to your dungeon, I'm not stripping down naked for you. It's not going to happen. That's done. your guards are bringing in the drugs. I'm not going to be stripped down naked. And if you're going to tase me and strap me to a chair, you better bring some boys. Because I'm not going to go. You're not looking at my ass. That's not going to happen.
Oh, I hope they tase him and then someone records it. That would
You want to
be
beat the shit out
gold.
of me? Do it. 2-3 guys could beat me up. I'm not Superman. I'm a regular dude.
Civil.
2 or 3 guys can jump me. Two or three guys. This guy's size right here. Why'd you come down? Why are you here?
When I come down to support it. But this is what I'm going to tell a lot of people on there. The word of God says obey the laws of the land. But you can't obey the laws of the land that the cops can't obey it themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, we got to take a stand. And I'm one person, and I will stand with him. Something's got to be done because they can't just keep running around doing things they want to do. You know, obey the laws of the land.
He's an awesome
If you don't
guy
take a
and
stand now,
seriously
they ain't gonna put a stop to it.
undersubbed.
They're just going to make it worse.
You want to put his link in the chat, Brian?
I mean, I don't fear no man. Don't fear nothing down here. Only thing I fear what the Almighty up there can do to me.
Exactly.
So I'm letting you know right now. You need to take a stand. This man's
This
down
is
here
all
to help
coached.
You need to support him. We need 100 people down here and take a stand now. You all gave your stories. I don't see but 5 or 6 people down here. Where's the rest of you at?
Yeah.
It's time to shut up or put up.
I agree.
What you want to do.
I agree.
So let's take that stand, people. Make something happen. Make some changes around here because a lot of changes need to happen. It needs to happen now. And don't let them run over top of you. Don't let them scare you.
Yep.
I've been in that jail several times, and I'm not backing down there. I mean, that's the worst they can do is put me in a dungeon or put me somewhere and treat me like a wild animal. But and no matter what, I'll be back.
Yeah.
It's
So
not the
it's time to take a
Holiday
stand
Inn.
now.
That's right.
Why aren't they getting
Thank
that?
you, sir. And we heard his story the other day. I'm sorry. Remind me of the abuse of yours. What was your abuse again?
Like I said, they handcuffed
Torture
me.
chair.
The torture chair. They
They torture
chaired.
chaired you.
Yeah, and they punched me in the eye and
Punched you in the
tased
eye.
me and everything
Tased
else.
you.
I had seizures that left me lay back here. So
Didn't give you medication.
no medication.
Stole your stuff. Stole your belongings.
That's
Your
right.
personal property was stolen.
And I'm still standing down here with him.
No, but you're lying. Everybody, the back the blue people are going to say you're lying.
We're all going to be liars if you don't come down and stand with us, man. And quit being scared of what's going to happen.
Yeah.
You got a right to stand up for your rights.
That's right.
If you let these cops stand up for your rights, you ain't going to make it nowhere. So it's about time you take a stand. You're all taxpayers. You all pay their bills. So let's take a stand, people.
Now, they typically have wedding showers and parties and birthdays in this common area.
Yes.
They have, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But
You know-
just we can't, right?
You know, I'm going to give you another little saying, too. And it says in John chapter 15, we're the true vine. We're the vine of God. And if we stick together and unite together and stay as one, everything can happen. But when we separate and the sheep goes their own direction, but it's got to be the sheep to be together. It's got to be the sheep. When the wolves attack, we need to come back. The sheep need to stand together. So I'm letting a lot of you know I am a man of God, and I believe what this man's doing. Wasn't for his help, some of this wouldn't happen. So you ask for his help, so come down and give your help like you asked him. And take your time out and come to help him. Start showing up.
Yeah.
I thank you. You all hope God bless and have a nice day.
Are you usually this outspoken? Do you usually just get on a pedestal and start
No,
talking?
I usually don't. I usually stay quiet. I'm a quiet man.
You
Always
seem
been
like you're a
man.
quiet
Oh yeah,
guy.
you sound
And
so
I'm a
quiet.
peaceful man. But sometimes you got to take a stand for the right thing, and this is the right thing to do. We need to take a stand. Don't be scared of them. They can't lock you up for protesting, but they will lock you up if you let them take control.
That's right.
So
Does
it's time
anyone
to stop
think
it.
that this
They
is
all
not
hollering the
coached?
blues. They're right. Until it happened to you, you don't understand about being locked up.
That's right. That's right. Thank you. Well, here's the thing, we're protesting. We're petitioning. We're assembling. Ironton.ohiopetition.org. Write your story out. That's an affidavit.
He's also
Write
a
your story.
subset.
Tell your story. I mean, you got people like this woman right here. You got people like her. Make sure you guys know who she is. Make sure you know who she is. She's really, really not a good person. She just is what she is.
Why? Because she stands up to you.
She's the one who wore the blue heart and with the blue stripe on it because her daddy or her friend or her brother or her lover's a cop. But the truth is that she doesn't care about you people.
Either do you.
You people. Okay, I'll be right here. I'm assembling and I'm petitioning. you people, right? The blacks heard that. The blacks heard that. The blacks were told, you people. That's what they were called. They said, you people, you people. There's a button on here somewhere you're supposed to push. You know what that button is?
She had it on the side.
Yeah, there it is. That charges the phone. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Just making sure the phone stays charged so you can videotape the jackboot thugs coming down here. And just so you know, you ain't putting me in handcuffs. No chance. You're not putting me in handcuffs. You want to try it? Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm more than willing.
He'll be singing a
to
different
go with
tune.
you in the event that I'm forced, but you're not going to put me in torture cuffs. You're not going to torture me. It's not going to happen. We're breaking handcuffs. We're ending them. In Ohio, you are horrible. You're a horrible person. You're horrifically bad.
Yeah, isn't that the pot calling the kettle black?
How you guys doing? Are you guys here to meet me or you guys here for something else?
She wants to get a picture, but.
You're welcome.
Can we take it for you?
You guys gonna come down here? Okay, let's take a picture.
She just wants to get a picture.
Sure. This up.
Oh yeah, it was definitely the judge saw right through it and basically said that she has to hire an attorney and he can't represent her at all, which is good. Thank God. He also tried to file lawsuits against the police department and also a news organization over their claims that he caused a soft school lockdown. And again, they said that he couldn't serve them himself, that one of their servers have to do it. And his response was, well, I don't trust them. So, well, if you don't trust them, then no lawsuit, buddy, even though it'll probably get tossed out anyway.
Thank you. Thanks for coming. The Ironton and Sheriff's Department, you're not putting me in handcuffs. It's not happening. It's done. Starts here. You want to arrest me for petitioning? You want to arrest me for assembling? You want to arrest me for protesting? Do it.
Do
and
it.
I'll show you how easy it is. But you're not putting me in torture cuffs. That's not going to happen. I'm a full-grown man. You don't have a right to put me in torture cuffs. You don't have a right to do that. I don't have any drugs on me. I don't have any weapons. I'm not going in torture cuffs.
Sadly, Gary, I could believe that.
So just so you know, right now, these pig shacks, they're getting all their weapons, getting all their guns, their tasers, their sticks. And who are all those tasers, guns, and sticks for? They're for you. They're for you. They're to hurt you. They're to assault you. Because they have to hurt you. You have to be hurt.
What's up, Robert?
What's it like to be on the wrong side of history? What's that like? What is that like? I mean, really, what's it like? She's wearing that blue Tarah flag on the back of her shirt, too. What's that like? What is that like? What's that like? I don't know. How are you guys doing?
Good.
I'm just standing by the light over here to get a little light. And are you guys familiar with what's going on in this town? You know what's going on? You do. Have you heard of these people? Have you heard these
Hear,
people
hear,
testifying?
JV.
Have you watched the videos of people testifying that I was tortured, I was put in a torture chair. They looked at my. If someone took her and just looked
I
at her
think it's the
backside, how would
community
you feel
center
about
that he's
that? Could you
in.
imagine that? You look up her backside?
Awful.
For what? For what? For what? Why do you gotta look up someone's backside? How come you gotta look up someone's backside? Why? You think you're solving the drug problem by humiliating people and degrading people and making them turn around, squat, and cough. You think that? I'll never do it. You will never get me to turn around. I will not strip down naked for you. That will not happen. It won't happen. You guys want to kill me? Do it. Do it, because I'm a full-grown man. Get your shockers ready. Get all your weapons ready to hurt me, to torture me, to punish me, because I don't want you looking up my backside. It ain't gonna happen.
Oh, yes,
you
it
want
will.
to fight me to it, but I'm not turning around and showing you my balls and showing you my backside. That's not gonna happen. We're done. It's done. Listen, my goal is to make the national news that this place is corrupt, that strip searches need to end, that raiding people's homes need to end, that Terry versus Ohio's got to go, that we move to a digital era of simple surveillance, of let people do what they want and film them. If they break the law, if they're a thug, if they hurt people, they don't belong on society's streets at that moment until they get the education they need to become a better person. You understand that? Why is that so hard to understand? You take a man who beats a woman and you put him through education, and you put him through love and understanding and groups, and the people who the woman that he beat will get justice if we teach him how to be a better person. If we just abuse that man, he will abuse his next girlfriend, his next wife. He will abuse the next person because you taught him hatred. You taught him, look at the yellow line. Don't look at me. Who the hell do you think you are? Look at the yellow line. Don't look at me as you walk through a dungeon. You wonder why those paranoid garbage people are doing that. It's because they're afraid that there'll be retribution for treating someone so horribly. Of course. Better stack your caps up. Stack them all up. Go ahead. Get them all ready.
Well,
Get
how
them
about
all
not
ready.
breaking
This
the
guy
law?
down there, he said he won't be put in handcuffs. I won't be. I won't be. I will not be. It's just that simple. Classes start right now. I'm down at the community center. What's this place called again? Ironton Municipal City Center. Classes start right now. Come down here. Come down right now to Ironton Municipal City Center. Get down here as quick as you can. Come on down. Come on down. What's the address here? Tell me that address. You guys can put the address in the comment section. You guys can put the address in the comment section. I'm peacefully protesting. I'm peacefully assembling, and I'm going to teach constitutional classes here. I'm going to teach right at the Ironton Police Department is the Ironton Community Center. I'm going to be right here. Hey, Sam Cramler, why haven't you signed our application? We've applied to use the community center, Sam. I'm more than willing to pay the fee. I'm more than willing to pay the fee. People have super chat.
My two beagles, I don't think he went to law school at all.
301
He's one of
South
those
3rd
pseudo
Street. Everybody
lawyers.
put that in the comments. 301 South 3rd Street. That's where we are. 301 South 3rd Street. Classes begin at 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock. 4:45, 5 o'clock. I'll keep rolling live. The classes will begin about 5 o'clock. Constitutional classes that teach you that you have a right to petition, you have a right to assemble, you have a right to protest. Okay? And what this is, just so you guys know, this is protesting. I'm protesting right now by being willing. He's in a meeting all day.
YouTube University.
A new day has come. We will no longer tolerate the treatment of human beings in this fashion. We will no longer accept it. And I'm going to come right here. I'm going to change my residency. I'm going to move here. I'm going to move here. This is the epicenter of, just so you know, if you research Martin Luther King Jr., the reason he went to Alabama, do you know why? Think about this. If you're a black man and 54 passes and there's desegregation happens, why did MLK Jr. go to Alabama to Selma? Why did he do that? I believe it was Montgomery. It was the Montgomery bus boycott, wasn't it? Or was it?
Yes, he is a sovereign citizen.
Right. So that's what happened. And he went to Alabama because that's where the biggest problem was with desegregation in the South. That's where it was. So MLK Jr. went there. I've come here to change the cop problem we have, the lack of transparency we have here.
Definitely sounds like a cult leader.
You guys want to torture me? You want to abuse me? Go ahead. Do it. I'll show everybody. I'll get out of the dungeon. I'll show everybody what he did to me. I'll show everybody what he did to me. It's normal. It's normal here. You're not complying. You know how many years I've heard that? He's not complying. He's not complying.
To
And then they
protest.
just grab you and put you in torture cuffs. That's done. I'm going to get these cuffs banned. I'm going to get them banned. I swear to God. I swear to God above, I will get the cuffs banned.
Not gonna happen.
Banned. It's done. You're no longer going to be able to torture people and strap their arms behind their back. It's done. Could someone post up the South Carolina versus Edwards link, 1963? Could someone post South Carolina versus Edwards, please, 1963? You're going to get that on oyez.org, oyez.org. If you're unfamiliar with oyez.org, please take a look at that website. You can look up any case you want, and that website's going to be sponsored by Cornell University, which I've seen every single lecture that there's ever been. Thank you guys. Sam Cramblett. Sam Cramblett? Sam Cramblett, Ironton, 99 cents. Sam Cramblett's in the room. His name is Sam Cramblett Ironton. Do you guys see that? It's a blue 99 cent. Hey, Sam, I sent you, come on down here and sign our application. We'd like to rent this space right now, Sam. And if you don't, Sam, then I'm going to peacefully, consciously object. I'm going to be a conscientious objector.
Peacefully
And I'm not going to
conscientious.
follow what you say.
What?
Is the law. I'm not going to follow it. Sam. Sam Cramblett Ironton is in the room. Sam, why are you ducking, dude? All these people want to talk to you, Sam. Are you aware of the corruption in this town, Sam? Are you aware of the police department, what they've done? Because Beth Risch was on the studio.
No, Judy, he's there
the city
for
council.
attention.
She said they were aware of the corruption. Beth Risch said when she resigned, she was aware of it. You're probably just in the wrong place. You're probably just in the wrong place, my brother. You're probably just on the wrong page. Sam, why aren't you down here, bro? Hey, thanks for coming.
Because he actually is working, unlike you.
Oh, yeah? How's it going?
got shit on West Virginia.
Oh, yeah? West Virginia's worse?
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Let's get a story.
I agree, Nick.
Oh, yeah, got all kinds of,
You don't mind being on camera? Wow, that's what they did to
that's
you?
state police,
State
West
police
Virginia,
did that to you? Because you wouldn't comply?
pretty much.
You won't comply, so they have to use overwhelming force to hurt you. They can't just film him.
No, they
and show
have
it to the judge and then go sit outside his house.
pain
wait
compliance,
for
I
him to
think
come
it is.
out, tow away
That's
his
something they're allowed to
motorcycle, tow away
use.
his bike, and say you're eventually going to face justice. They can't do it that way. They have to. How bad was that?
If you're going to resist, they're going to use
Snap the whole femur and
pain
Snapped your
compliance on
whole
you.
arm, the whole band. They broke your arm like that.
Titanium in there.
Titanium in there. Wow. Had you just stomped a 6-year-old to death? Had you just stomped
No,
him?
I was drinking. I was passed out in the truck.
You were drinking, you were passed out in the truck. So you were passed
No,
out
Robert,
asleep
this was
and you
live
were in the truck,
today.
And you were drunk in the truck, you were passed out.
Right.
You weren't driving. And
No.
they did this to you. They wanted to arrest you for DUI because you're sleeping in
I
the
did.
truck. Because here's the thing, you're not allowed to sleep in your car. You're not allowed to sleep in your car if you've been drinking. You can't do that. You have to
Another
walk on the street
twist.
so you can get drunken in public. You're not allowed to sleep in your car in America. Why? Why? Why can't you sleep
I
in
like
your
that
truck?
one, Rubber Ducky.
Yeah, I really should have been. I was sleeping off drunk. I
What's
was
wrong with
wrong,
sleeping off the drunk?
but I didn't deserve what they done to me.
Just so you know, just so you know, my number one.
Sibley, it's a
sport for the
small
past 10
town
years
from
has
what
been
I
Jeff
gathered.
Lloyd. How you guys doing? On the documentary, it's Jeff and Lloyd, right? Jeff Lloyd, the one thing he wants changed because he's an alcoholic. Come on in, guys. Come on in. He's an alcoholic, and he wants to change. And he can't sleep in his car because of Maybach. He wants to sleep in his bed. How you guys doing? I'm
And
chilling.
they just learned.
It's so nice to meet you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. How you doing? I'm chilling. It's really nice to meet you. It's okay, honey. You don't gotta be scared. How you doing, buddy?
Right,
All
Demon Bear, but from how he's describing it, he probably was resisting.
Nice to meet you.
My mommy's the one who told me the story about that uncle.
What's? Oh, you're the one that told the story about your uncle.
Yeah, actually, I can't even show you a picture of that. I don't.
Show me the picture. I won't put you on camera.
I sent you a message, but
So, have you seen? Are they afraid of the police?
Coco,
Is that
actually, he
what's going on?
tried to
No, have you
go
seen
into the
your parents
military,
before?
but they didn't let him.
that we don't really.
I don't know why. I'll
you live
have
out
to
in the
look that
country?
So
up.
this is a normal picture, but I don't think he wants to be on camera.
Oh, okay. So
I'm showing
don't
you.
show his picture.
I'm showing
So
you.
here's a guy I'm looking at. Good-looking, strapping young man. He's big. He's a big dude. He's 6 foot.
Yeah.
Okay. About 6 foot. He's got a beard. He looks super healthy. This looks like a full-grown man right here. You probably wouldn't want to tangle with this man right here. Okay.
This is when he came out of jail.
This
I'm
was
just- no, I'm
live,
just
but
saying,
after he got
let's see what
arrested,
happens in that
it
trip
eventually
into the
just
dungeon.
turned off.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I think you spoke with my dad this morning. He was hollering at you because he didn't get to see that.
He's tiny. He's a rail. He's lost all his weight. They've tortured him.
Yeah, Taze, I
Wow.
can't stand him either. That's why I
That's
want to,
disgusting.
really put pressure
Why'd they do this to him?
because he's got to be stopped. Otherwise,
Why?
he could go to more towns and do the grift.
And so,
All right, man,
why
I'm
would
gonna
they
check
do
that out.
this?
We don't want to show who we are because we have a child that has a case pending right now.
Oh, there's a case. I'm shocked. I'm shocked to hear that. I'm shocked that there's cases on people in this.
We have to be in court.
Oh, I see. I see. So you have to deal with the court stuff, and there's repercussions of.
For their brother.
I see. I see. Well, I'm really sorry, man. I wish you guys should stay because I'm not leaving. You guys should stay if you want. They'll see you because they're going to call the cops.
We wanted to have to tell you this story.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
And they wanted to meet you.
Big fist. Boom. Big fist. Boom. One more. Boom. Thank you. You better get out of here. I don't want the cops to see you. Your son's got a case pending. I don't want to see it. Because they're going to come here and try to say that we don't have a right to be here. And I do.
Well, I quit drinking after that incident.
So do I, William. So do I.
Kind of lost it under the bridge, but they offered when I went to court over in West Virginia.
Schrodinger's cat would have a field day with this guy.
1 to 3 in the penitentiary.
I missed you, man.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
That's the only picture I think I've got left, because like I say, I washed it under the bridge. But
And you were fist fighting the cops? Are you doing?
I was,
You were resisting
I
being
was
put in
resisting.
torture cuffs?
and he said he was taking, which I'm a little cocky myself. He said,
Oh, you're an alpha?
he said,
You can't be an alpha on a bunch of females.
he said he was taking me to jail, and I said, not by yourself, you're not. And I resisted a little bit.
So you resisted.
You're sleeping it off?
Right.
Were you gonna drive away drunk?
No.
You were not gonna drive drunk. He didn't want to drive drunk, so he just decided to sleep in his car. But you're not allowed to sleep in your car.
Yes,
You
we
can't
love
drive.
the big cat.
It's ridiculous.
So when his backup showed up, 4 or 5 of them, and I
Right,
was on after that.
Right.
Pretty much over.
right. And they attacked you like wild
And they
dogs.
even took me to the hospital, and the hospital said there was nothing wrong with my arm, and they took me to West Regional Jail. And I got there, and they said, go in there and take a pee. I had pee, and I couldn't even open the door. That thing just went limp.
What was wrong with your arm? It was broken.
It was broke.
It was broken. But you went to the hospital originally and they said there's nothing wrong with your arm.
So then,
Well, they
according to that picture, that was
forced
2017.
blood out.
Why are you
Yeah,
just
blood
coming
test.
forward now?
Forced it.
And so then the people who work at that hospital then they're in cahoots with the cops. Just like the media.
Cabo Huntington Hospital.
Just like the media is in cahoots with the cops. Just like the media. Wow. Pretty sad, man. Pretty
I was trying
sad.
to come down. I pretty much
No,
lost
Phil,
my- I
not
quit
biased
drinking.
at all.
It's been almost 5 years.
Oh,
It's the
yeah?
best thing I've ever done.
Quit drinking.
That's all I ever had was a drinking problem. Squashed it.
You squashed it.
It took the West Virginia State Police
Wow.
to wake me up.
Right, John? I can't
Well,
stand
I've had
those
run-ins down here
headphones.
and
It
Major surgery on your arm.
makes me just want to go there and just rip them off his
You
head.
got titanium plate in your arm. Yeah.
I just want to come down and call for people down here. So
Yeah. Well, God bless her. I won't get a picture too. Sure, grab the camera, let's take a picture. I'll make sure you don't go on the main camera. My head off. There you go. Just up. You got that? Is that good? That'll work. Okay. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you coming down.
Hang out.
You
Print
can
the flyer
stay,
off.
please, stay. Stay. You can watch them try to take me in handcuffs. It's not gonna happen.
18 minutes till that.
That's not gonna happen. You wanna arrest me, boys? Okay, I'll go with you. I'll go with you. After I make my stand and protest properly, then I'll go. I'm not going when you demand it. I'll go. I wanna see the dungeon. I'll bet they're cleaning that dungeon up right now because they know I'm not. I'll bet you they're in there cleaning and sweeping and getting anybody with bruises all over their face. They're getting them out of there so I can't take a first-hand account.
How is he going to film it? He's not going to have his camera in there.
That's what this has turned into.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Sam Cramblett won't have a meeting and talk about what's really going on. Why won't you? Sam, why won't you face these people? Why won't
Because
you
he's
face
working.
You know, I did work with Carl Blankenship.
You worked with Carl Blankenship for 14 years?
He's not as bad as you.
No, Carl's not on trial.
I can't
Carl's
say
not on
nothing
trial.
about it.
It's the two boys that were.
I can't.
I went back and I listened to all the tapes, people calling me, telling me about, Carl's not the one who's on trial here. It's the police. And I'm not trying to persecute Carl. I'm trying to get his sons for the abuse they've done to dozens and dozens and dozens of people. Carl Blankenship, whatever he does is up to him. I'm not involved with Carl. I'm not going after you, Carl. Now, your good name's on the line, sir. I'm just telling you. The former mayor, Rich Blankenship,
I
right?
don't think they're in relation.
They're no relation?
I don't think so.
Well, Carl Blankenship is not my focus. His sons are Brandon and Chance. Hey, how you guys doing? Thank you for coming. Do you have a story you want to tell, or just coming down to support?
Oh, yeah, he's definitely a narcissist. There's
Thank
no
you.
question about
Thank you.
that one.
Have you heard about what's going on in this town?
All right, Teresa, thanks for coming by.
What do people say?
Hope you sleep
What
well.
are the stories that you've heard?
Hey, Emily. No need to apologize. I'm just glad to have you here.
I mean, if I show you my emails, there's hundreds. So it's not that I'm ignoring anybody.
Hundreds
I
of
just can't
one-sided
get all the emails.
stories.
But it's about Colbert, it's not iron.
Oh, so it's okay if the cops over in Coldbrook do it.
No,
I'm just showing you a bigger perspective.
Right.
I'm an aggressive person, so please don't
no,
think
you're fine.
Cops, they are just like irons and cops. They don't care about anybody.
they don't care about anybody.
Mine, what I think,
Right.
just like I am.
And you guys have heard. So what happened to your brother over there?
Okay, well, you want to tell the story?
You tell you.
Okay, well, they have told him that okay, I don't know how to start it all. Okay, well, my dad was driving towards Colgrove and my cousin, I'm not gonna say her name, but she said that my brother ran her off the road, which my brother wasn't in
Hey,
the truck.
welcome, Wrigley
Okay,
Nick.
well, he gets a, court letter.
Is
the next
anybody
day.
go slow for me? So one person said they ran another person off the road,
Yeah,
but is that car ruined? Is there a car wreck?
no,
Because
because
it never happened.
it never,
So it's a he said, she said thing.
Yeah.
There's no car accident. There's no insurance report.
right,
Okay, so in other words, you could say that I threatened to kill you,
right.
and then they come after me like
Right.
the wild hyenas.
Yeah.
And so and this is someone who was romantically involved with?
Was my cousin.
Thank you, Sal.
So they were
Appreciate that.
Oh, your cousin and your brother.
Right,
Okay, so it's family fight.
right. It's been going on for a while, but.
Right.
Oh, but he's
I'm not
claimed that
sure
he'll
about
never
that,
ask
but,
for help from
They
police.
sent him a.
I called
court
BS
letter
on that.
saying that he
He
go to
called them
court,
so
which it wasn't
quickly,
my
it's not
brother.
even
It
funny.
was my dad, but my dad didn't even do it.
He wasn't there.
No,
Right, they're actually trying to accuse
and
your
my brother wasn't even there.
Okay.
And he goes to court. They make him pay a $400 fine, which for something he didn't do.
Right. So you can just call 911 on anybody you want, and the cops will go after them like wild hyenas. Because hyenas are actually a bunch of individually, they're bitches. So that's why I call them wild hyenas, pack of wild dogs. And so then they come to arrest your brother, but you just have to go pay the fine.
Then he had to go to court and pay the fine.
But it's a he said, she said. So did he get a jury trial?
All right, Brian. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate that. I probably won't be on too much longer.
You didn't get a jury? No jury?
Just pretty much till the end of this, and maybe talk a few minutes. But
And if he doesn't pay the
you
money,
probably
what
won't be
happens?
done helping with homework by the time I'm off.
How you doing, sir? Are you here for me?
Yes, sir.
See you later,
You're not
William.
on camera.
Thanks for coming by.
You're not on camera.
My name's Mike.
Chili,
Nice to meet you, sir.
my pleasure.
I don't have any real, I do have complaints. I personally gets me.
You've heard?
I would like to,
Thank you. Have you heard about what's going on around here?
I'm very familiar with what's going on here.
Mm-hmm. What is going on? Is it abuse? It's abuse.
I would like to talk to you, son. Maybe 10 minutes with me.
Sure. Yeah. People are, the whole world is watching. The whole world is watching. And if these jackboot thugs, trust me, touch me.
Yes, he did have the arrest. However, you don't see it because he covered the lens, but you do hear the cuffs
and I'm not
being
just
put
saying rape
on.
and murder from people. There's accounts of alleged rape. There's accounts of alleged murder going on right now in this town. It's going on all through the tri-state. Is that what you're telling me? Yeah. He just said it's going on all through the tri-state. Thank you. Please grab a seat. Thank you for coming. We are protesting. We are protesting, y'all. We are protesting. Everybody here?
This has got to be the weakest protest I've ever seen.
This is a protest. You have the right to protest. If they want to arrest you for protest, they violate South Dakota. They violate South Carolina versus Edwards, 1963. We have the right to protest, and we are protesting. We are rightfully indignant. We will no longer accept what's going on. It's time for change. Sam, where are you? Sam, you have the con. You have got the power, Sam. Sign the, I filled out an application to rent this space. We need you to sign it, Sam, or you don't stand for America. You don't stand for liberty. You don't stand for freedom, Sam. This is your re-election video, Sam. Wait for you to sign our application to rent this hall. People have donated money to me to rent this hall. I'm renting this hall. Sam, here's the flag right there. Do you stand for freedom or do you stand for tyranny? Do you stand for corruption or do you stand for justice? I will not back down. We will not back down. We will not back down. It won't happen. Sooner or later, you young boys will be men. And there's righteousness.
Thank you, Scratty Cat, for the £5. Excuse me. Let's all make sure Delete Lawz knows his days are numbered. Also, Cat's rule: we are the best. Scripto, Scratty, and Schrodinger's. R.I.P. Thank you again, Scratty Cat. Appreciate you. And yes, rest in peace, Schrodinger's cat. We love you, man.
And there's tyranny. There's right and there's wrong. What's happening here is wrong, and you guys know it, and that's why your mom brought you down here, so you could bear witness. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. There it is. My copy's gone. I'm sorry that the Jacob Cochran story is not going up. The Jacob Cochran story is supposed to be going up right now, but I have to push a button on my YouTube to release it. I'm not in front of my computer, so I can't push that button right now. I apologize. Ma'am, are you closing the city? Ma'am, excuse me, ma'am, what are you doing? Ma'am, it's not 5 o'clock.
Here we
It is
go.
not 5.
The doors are not locked.
I'm not sure what you're doing here.
Don't worry about
Oh,
it.
I am worried about it, because the city officials here are garbage. People who are in charge here are garbage. People like you are trash. The doors are locked, you just tried to get in. What? Sorry about that. You're not on camera.
They're allowed to close early.
More people are coming. More people are coming. She locked the 2 front doors, only the side doors open. Remember, she's the one that has the back, the blue, and this is the law office.
Good question, Rubber Ducky. Good question.
Look for other counsel besides this counsel right here. I would not use these people. If I were you, I wouldn't. I would not use those people. We have every right to protest. This is a protest. We are protesting today, you guys. I want you guys to know that you are actively protesting. I just want everybody to know you have a right. Please do not lose your temper. Please do not show violence. It will not work. The
Worst
only thing that will
protest
work
ever.
is petitioning, peacefully assembling, and redressing our government. You have a First Amendment right to protest. You have a right by God to defend your liberty. And that's what we're doing. It's come to this, Sam Cramlett. It's come to this, sir. It's come to this. Sam Cramlett, you have the opportunity to show your colors right now. We filled out an application to rent this hall. I expect you to show up, Sam. I expect you to show up here.
Now, this sounds like a stupid question, but I'm curious. Can they trespass him from the
And
city?
we will check out when it's time.
Or from the
9
town,
o'clock,
rather?
9 p.m., whatever time it is. You hold weddings here, you hold baby showers here, you hold birthdays here, but the people don't get a chance. The people don't get a chance to use this building how it's supposed to be used. Yeah. It has come to this.
Yeah, little Dickens. He's a real snowflake.
I'm trying to just keep the people off camera. I apologize to you guys. I'm just trying to make sure that the people aren't subjected to retaliation and abuse and to let everybody hear is afraid. So.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know. It sounded kind of, in my head, it kind of sounded like a really dumb question to ask. More like Rebel Without a Clue.
Who are the regular folks that I have in the room? If you're regular folk here, can you just go ahead and drop me a comment? I'll add a couple people to the. It's a fountain, guys. Hey, good to see you, M Star. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it.
I do too, Ginger. I really do. I don't know if I have any Ironton subscribers, but if I do, no, my condolences.
There you go, boring. There you go, boring. I'm just gonna come over here. Thanks for letting me know that. I appreciate that, boring. Work Lions here.
It shouldn't be much longer. Hey, King Leo.
We have filled out an application and we are waiting patiently for Sam Cramlett to sign our application so that we can teach constitutional classes down here. That you have a right to use your phone. The moment you see a police officer, you pull your phone out and film him. Doesn't matter if you don't like cops or like cops. It matters that you film the cop at all times. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, you film the cop. That's what you do. You film the police at all times. You film them. Don't delay. Film police. You always, I don't care if you're in a restaurant, I don't care if you're in a bar, I don't care where you are, you film the police. When you see a police officer, you turn.
How stupid is this guy's logic?
Turn the cameras on, we film them. That's the class. When the cops come, everybody's camera comes out, everybody films. Everybody here films the cops at all times from every angle. You do not turn your phone off, you do not put it away, you do not delete your video. Under any circumstances, you lock your phone. If they come to try to take your phone, you tell them the answer is no. If they take your phone and they try to delete your video, there should be a backup of it on your iCloud. But you don't want them to get access to your phone. They don't have a right to take your phone away from you. They don't have a right to deny you your First Amendment right to be pressed. If the police come here, we film them. It's that simple. This is a peaceful protest. Nobody's gonna fight you cops. Nobody wants to fight you. This is a peaceful protest, and we are protesting. We are protesting our government here today. We are protesting the treatment of people. Sometimes you have to take a stand. Sometimes when enough is enough and the people who are elected to help you.
That's a good question,
won't listen to you,
Casper.
and they keep ducking and hiding.
That's a
Sometimes
very
you
good
have to
question.
stand sooner or later and be willing to protest. Be willing to protest.
But I bet you he uses it though. I'd put money on that
I
one.
can't read that.
It says, no, we don't have the right.
Let me just read it. I can read that. Well, to check the source though. Right, it says the key word is peacefully protesting. Violent protest is not allowed. The public forum doctrine to examine whether certain types of public property are open to First Amendment expressive activity. Just so you know, the Supreme Court is not a good institution. For years, people ran around, and I was one of them, saying the Supreme Court said, the Supreme Court said. The Supreme Court is not a good institution. They're not good people. They have nothing in common with you and me. They all have all their teeth. They're not good people. They're appointed by the Chamber of Commerce, by the Federalist Society. Trust me, I've researched each and every single different Supreme Court justice. I've read each of their cases. I've read as much as I can about every Supreme Court justice that I could read.
If he really
It's
did, he wouldn't be this dumb.
There's a few good ones. There's Harlan. There was, who was a Supreme Court, actually the Chief Supreme Court Justice, was a good man for a while. I believe it was the Stone Court, the Stone. Stone was the Chief Justice, and he was a good man. He tried hard. Harlan tried hard. O'Douglas tried hard. A lot of people tried hard to do the right thing in the Supreme Court, but it's 9 people, and most of those people are bad. So it's fraught with racism. It's all through. It's Swiss cheese of racism is the Supreme Court. So I know that to be a fact. And, you know, I have to go to the bathroom, but I'm going to hold it.
What a superstar.
I'm going to hold it a little longer. We have this right. We have a right.
Yes,
We just read it. You have
Don't
the
believe
right
her.
to
She is
peacefully
nice.
protest. You have a right
She's
to
awesome.
peacefully protest. We are peacefully protesting in a publicly funded building. You're welcome to come down and observe the protest, officers. You're welcome to come down and observe the peaceful protest. I'll teach Constitution 5 o'clock. The class is starting. Okay. So here's the first thing you do. When you see a police officer, the very first thing that you do is you pull your phone out and you film him. That's the very first thing that you do. And you announce, I am filming you. I am filming. I am using my First Amendment right. What's the first thing you do? What's the first thing you do?
CC Hope, you're going to
What's the
have
first
some
First thing
citations
you do,
there,
you see a cop
and not
walk in, what do you
chili.
do?
Some real
You
citations.
pull your phone out and you film him. That's the first thing you do.
No,
Very
Amanda,
first thing. What do you do when you see a police officer? You pull your phone out and film him. You can even say, respectfully, officer, I'm going to film. With respect, you can say, I back police, but I'm going to film you. I don't care if you're in 7-Eleven, at the grocery store, Special K. I don't care where you are. You film cops.
Special K.
At all times.
He must
you
have been
film cops.
Circle K.
You never
Special
stop filming.
K.
There's the first lesson.
So you're going to go
class.
to a cereal box?
You're in 7-Eleven. You're in Speedway. A cop walks in. What do? You film him. What do you do? What do you do? Cop walks in Speedway. You film him. You tell him, I'm filming you. If you love cops, you go, sir, I'm filming you. Sir, thank you so much for your service. I'm filming you. You always film cops at all times. At all times.
He's what I call a window licker.
Billy's close.
Okay, sir. Thank you for telling me.
You're welcome.
God bless you.
The building's closing, sir.
You guys have to leave.
We're not leaving. We're protesting. You can protest. You have the right to protest.
Hey, Dave. Coco, I,
If the
I
police
think
come,
he's
you
in his
tell-
40s, I believe.
Okay. Now, here's the second thing. So you have the first thing. You
Hey,
film
lens
cops.
lickers, I like
The
that
cop
one.
walks up to you. He says things to you. He asks you questions. He threatens you. You say to him these words exactly. Am I being detained or am I free to go? Step one, film. Step two, cop says to you, what do you do? Am I being detained or am I free to go? That's the only thing you say to the cop. Am I being detained or am I free to go? That's it. If he doesn't answer, walk away.
Thank you, Joe Lane, for the $1 super chat. I appreciate you.
Terry is detaining. Terry. It's Terry versus Ohio. That's what Terry versus Ohio is. It's detainment. They killed the lights.
Hey,
on.
don't be speaking about his Sally Jesse Raphael
fine.
glasses like that.
That's perfectly fine.
Hey, folks, until it's closed, y'all have to step out, please.
We're protesting. Oh, here comes all the cops. Film them all.
Okay, Jose
Here we
E.
go.
Castro, cease and desist your disorderly conduct or you will be arrested.
I'm more than willing.
Jose E. Castro,
I hear you right here, man.
vacate right now or you'll be arrested.
I'm more than willing to go with you.
Jose M. You will?
If you're going to arrest me, if I'm under arrest, I'll go with you.
All right, let's
Please don't touch me. No, I'm not. You're not putting my. I'm willing to go.
Whoa.
I'm not
Hang on,
putting
I
my
got
hands
this.
on my back. You're not going to be tortured. Don't
Share this way.
And if I
don't need to. I'll go
heard
with you.
correctly, they
I'm not-
they were actually nice enough to cuff him up front,
That's fine.
not behind his back.
You don't need to torture me. They're arresting me. They're arresting me. They are arresting me. They placed me under arrest as a law-abiding citizen. I will go with them. There's no need for me to fight anybody. I'm not going to fight you. I have no weapons on me. I'm no danger to you. I want you to know I am protesting. I am protesting. I want you to know I'm protesting. I'm peacefully protesting.
Hey, Bama, how you doing?
I'm not going to.
Please stop on your back.
Stop. You're not a man. You can't. I'm gonna go with you. I'll go with you. Stop it.
Listen carefully. You'll hear the cuffs.
Listen, just stop. Chill, quick. I'll go with you. I'll go to jail. Listen, why are you doing this? Because you're not gonna torture me with torture cuffs. I'm not gonna torture you. You're gonna torture me in the back? Go ahead, do it. Leave the mark.
We have
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Listen,
Okay, let's put it on. Put it over there.
I tried to put him in the front from the beginning and you're
let go of me, pussy. Midnight, let go of me. Let go of me. Tell him let go of me. I'll put my wrist together. Tell him let go of me. I'll put Pam.
Wait a minute,
Let go of me. I'll put my wrist together.
Let me put this on and we'll let go.
Let go of me and I'll do it. Don't, Midnight, let go of me. I'll put my wrist together. Can I turn my phone off, please?
Okay, your phone's been seized as evidence.
I need to turn my phone off.
I'll take care of that.
I'm more than willing to go with you. You don't have to torture me. You don't need to torture me. I'm more than willing to go with you. Let me turn my phone off, please. Like a gentleman. I'm treating you with respect. I haven't cursed at you or screamed at you. Please let me turn my phone off.
I think the respect train will have.
Oh, damn. Well,
That
terrific.
I'd
I'd like to turn my phone off.
I will turn it off.
No, I can do it. There's
You want to be
no,
charged with tampering with evidence?
there's no evidence. It's a live video. I want to turn it off. Please allow me to respectfully turn my phone off. McMahon, let go of me. We have a problem here. Let me turn my phone off, please. I'd like to turn my phone off.
Listen, we're all.
Hey, K-Far.
Let me turn my phone off. Everybody's watching, so let me turn it off.
Hello, Sonny.
Let me turn it off, Dan. No, you can't do it that way. It's not done properly.
You might have seen videos like this before, but here's the big secret. Anyone can make one of these videos in a few.
And that's where it ended. But the funny part is there were people in chat and they were crying about how, everyone call the Ironton Police Department and tell them how you feel about. They were just going absolutely bananas in there. It was hilarious. And every time, one of us said something, they used their usual, "Oh, you're bootlickers." Oh yeah, well, you really got us. So yeah, so that's him getting arrested, and I'm sure once he gets out, he'll have a lot to say. So I may go live again later. I don't know, so don't hold me to it. I might, but yeah, I'm looking forward to him crying and carrying on. Yes, Remy, he is evil and dangerous. He's very dangerous. He's got these people believing that he's gonna fight for them and win, and they're, I don't know, I hate to say it this way, but they're being ignorant about it. I mean, these are people that probably have nowhere else to look, or nothing else to do but this. Then he starts spewing his nonsense. Sounds good. So what are they going to do? They're going to jump on it. Kafer, I showed a bit of it. I showed some before the arrest and then the arrest. Okay, I'll remember that. Since we have a contract, I got to do it now. Yes, speaking of that, I haven't seen them, but I've heard that he made Velcro cuffs, and he's gonna get big and sell it to all police departments to use instead of regular handcuffs. I don't have the words to respond to that. That's just. Gavar, he's going to be crying about it later. I found his booking. Oh, you found his booking photo. Oh, cool. Hang on 1 second. Man, you had me all excited there. But very, very, that's a good one. Hello, Hank. Oh, he also has the delusion that he's going to end all handcuffs. And that he's going to change all the laws and that police are not going to be needed. It's insanity. He's, people that are following him are drinking his Kool-Aid. Yeah, it's not handcuffs, it's torture cuffs. Hey, Grendel. Oops. I can't wait till he gets out. You know what I picture him doing when he gets out? Like an emo rant. My buddy Emo Howling Wolf. That's what I predict. What do you guys think? Is he out now? Hey, Murph, what's up, buddy? Hank's Corner for $5. The news of Chile Con artists getting arrested is delicious. Oh yeah, it sure is. Absolutely. And this is not going to be the only time he gets arrested. I can pretty much guaranteed that. Thank you so much, Frank, for the Frank. Oh, sorry. Thank you, Hank, for the $5. I really appreciate it. Well, yeah, I would love that. Just tell him that he has to leave city limits. That would be awesome. Yeah, Emo is back, but most of the time he shuts off his chat. I actually got a few emails into him before he blocked me, and he read them on one of his streams. He wasn't too happy. All right, Amanda, thanks for catching it. I'll talk to you later. Can anyone verify that delete lawz is back? Let's see, delete lawz. No. Well, if he's out, then he hasn't gone live. Which, he could be out, because if they took his phone, then he's not going to be able to go live, because I don't think he has a laptop with him, but I could be wrong. Thank you, Selden GA Dawgs, for the $9.99. Always appreciate you, and I hope everything's well with you, especially in Canada. I gotta highlight this one. If handcuffs are torture cuffs, is the electric chair the seat of unlimited power? That's a good one. Oh, so they do have his phone. Yeah. But we might be not hearing from Chile for a while. Oh, darn. Oh, he does, Hank? Oh, I didn't know that. I would think, though, if he's out, he would jump right on his laptop and go live and describe how bad the dungeon was that he was in. Because, yes, jail is totally a dungeon. Amen, Rubber Ducky. Oh, that's right. I think you have a family member in Canada. Sorry. I have like 5 things on my mind, so that's right. You're from Georgia. Yeah, it's not terrible, but it's also not supposed to be the Holiday Inn. It sounds like that's what he's trying to make it be. What's next? He's gonna want cell service where they bring meals to his cell. It was a military one, though, wasn't it, Kfar? Sorry, I'm just catching up in chat. Oh, yes, Church of POS. Yeah, he's definitely an alpha male. No doubt about it. Oh, I'm sorry, Navy. When I got out, I worked in a police station jail. Well, as always, thank you for your service. Yeah, well, jail is not supposed to be fun. If you don't want to go to jail, then stop breaking the law. Okay. Speaking of which, I think I have that. There we go.
Stop breaking the law, asshole!
There. That's what he should do. Good to see you again, Murph. Definitely hit me up in Discord. And as many of us have said, we don't believe that all cops are good. That you're going to have some bad ones. That's just the way it goes. You have that everywhere. You know, if you work at a store, you're going to have a bad manager. If you work in the fire department, you probably have a bad firefighter. It's just the way that it goes. Not all cops are good. I only support the good cops. There's not more bad than good. That's just false. This may be lowballing it, but to me, I think maybe 4% of police are bad. And that's my opinion. I'm sticking to it. Oh, I'm surprised I haven't heard from him, or at least that I remember. He hasn't mentioned how they're going to lose their qualified immunity, which we know isn't going to happen. Hey, Randy, good to see you. Sorry if I missed you. Exactly, Ginger. And with all the hate they get, even the good ones, it's sad. You know, when I see police officers, you know, I'll nod my head or say hello, but it's gotten to the point where police won't even make, when you're walking by, they won't even make eye contact with you. That's sad. Exactly, Ginger. And it's not an immediate approval. And, you know, he's not special, so he's not going to get immediate approval. Yeah, I'm curious about the excuse me, it's ma'am guy or gal. Let's, you know, I'll be nice. I should look him up. I went into corrections right before my job by the book and even more friendly. Yeah, there's, you know, what they say about all cops are bad is just completely false. It's just their narrative to try to discredit police and everything. But when they need help, who's the first ones that they call, despite them claiming that they never would? Yep, the police. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I have to get going in a few minutes, so I'm going to end the live here. If he goes live later on and really starts carrying on like a baby, then I'll go live. It's not definite, so don't hold me to it, but I might. I just want to thank everybody for coming by, watching this with me, and I want to thank everybody for the super chats. And you guys are awesome. I love you all. Enjoy the rest of your day.